Ever wonder what your cat is really trying to say? Whether it's that slow blink, kneading your lap like dough, or purring in your ear, cats have their own unique language, and they're always talking. If you've ever found yourself puzzled by your cat's behavior, you're not alone. Cats might not use words, but their actions speak volumes if you know how to read them. Today, we're decoding 10 common cat behaviors to help you understand what your cat is trying to tell you. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be a pro at speaking cat, or at least understanding it a little better. Purring is probably the most recognizable sound a cat makes, and most of us associate it with happiness. But did you know that cats purr for reasons beyond just contentment? While a relaxed, happy cat will often purr, it can also be a way for them to self-soothe when they're stressed, in pain, or even scared. Scientists believe the vibrations produced by purring, typically between 25 and 150 hertz, can help promote healing and reduce pain, not just for cats, but possibly for humans too. So how can you tell if your cat's purr is happy or something more? Pay attention to their body language. A relaxed body, soft eyes, and slow blinking usually mean they're content. But if they're purring while hunched up, with tense muscles or dilated pupils, it could indicate stress or discomfort. Have you ever noticed your cat kneading, that rhythmic pushing of their paws into a blanket, your lap, or even you? While it might feel like a gentle massage, or not so gentle if they've got sharp claws, kneading actually comes from a deeply ingrained behavior from kittenhood. As kittens, cats knead their mother's belly to stimulate milk flow while nursing. It's a comforting behavior that many cats carry into adulthood, even though it's no longer tied to feeding. But there's more to it. Kneading as adults is often a sign that your cat feels safe, happy, and relaxed, essentially recreating those feelings of comfort and security they had as kittens. If your cat kneads on you, it's a huge compliment. They're saying, "I trust you, and you make me feel safe." Just make sure to trim those claws, for your sake. A cat's tail isn't just for balance, it's also a mood meter. By paying attention to how your cat holds and moves their tail, you can get a pretty clear idea of what they're feeling. Let's break it down. A tail straight up like this. That's your cat saying, "I'm happy, confident, and ready to greet you." It's like a furry exclamation point of positivity. But a puffed-up tail is a very different story. This classic Halloween cat look means your feline is scared or defensive. It's their way of saying, "Back off." A tail wagging or flicking back and forth, that can mean your cat is irritated or focused, especially if they're hunting or playing. Keep an eye on this one. It's often a warning sign that they're not in the mood for pets. Now, a tail tucked low under their body, that's a sign your cat is feeling scared or insecure. If you see this, try to create a safe, quiet space for them to relax. And here's a heartwarming one. A tail that curls slightly at the tip, especially when it's upright, usually means your cat is content and feeling playful. It's like they're inviting you into their world. By learning your cat's tail language, you'll understand their moods better and know when they're inviting affection or when they need space. Have you ever noticed your cat looking at you and slowly closing their eyes, almost as if they're giving you a lazy wink? This is what cat lovers call the cat kiss. It's one of the most heartwarming ways your cat shows trust and affection. When your cat slow blinks at you, it's their way of saying, "I feel safe around you, and I trust you." In the wild, a cat closing their eyes leaves them vulnerable, so doing it around you is a big deal. Here's the best part. You can slow blink back to strengthen your bond. Try this. When your cat looks at you, give them a soft, slow blink and wait to see if they return the gesture. It might feel silly at first, but slow blinking back is one of the easiest ways to communicate love to your cat in a way they understand. It's like speaking their language. So the next time your cat gives you that dreamy, slow blink, know that it's their way of saying, "I love you." Blink back and let the connection grow. If you've ever caught your cat staring at you without blinking, you might have wondered, what's going on in their head? Cats stare for a variety of reasons, and the context is key to understanding their intentions. First, the most common reason, Curiosity. Cats are naturally inquisitive, and a long stare often means they're observing you or trying to figure out what you're doing. They might just be fascinated by your strange human behavior, but not all staring is lighthearted. If a cat stares directly at another cat or animal with no blinking, it's likely a sign of intimidation or asserting dominance. Think of it as a feline, "don't mess with me" look. So how can you tell the difference? A soft stare with relaxed body language, like a loosely hanging tail or slow blinking, means they're calm or curious. But if their body is tense, ears are flattened, and their pupils are dilated, they might be on edge. Staring can also mean they're hunting, or at least imagining they are. If your cat's gaze is locked onto something like a bird or a toy, it's their primal instincts kicking in. And here's the golden rule for humans. Don't try to outstare a cat. They'll either see it as a challenge or think you've gone a bit strange. Instead, soften your gaze or give them a slow blink to show you're a friend. Ever had your cat weave between your legs or rub their head against you? This adorable behavior is more than just a show of affection. It's also about claiming you as part of their territory. When your cat rubs against you, they're depositing pheromones from scent glands located around their cheeks and head. It's their way of saying, "You're mine," in the most loving way possible. But don't worry. This territorial marking isn't about dominance. It's more like a comforting gesture to reinforce their bond with you and make their environment feel safe and familiar. You'll also notice cats rubbing against furniture or doorways. They're marking those spots with their scent to create a home base that feels uniquely theirs. So, when your cat rubs against you, take it as a huge compliment. They're not just marking territory. They're showing trust, affection, and a sense of belonging. It's their way of saying, "You're part of my world." And honestly, who wouldn't want that kind of love? Did you know cats don't meow to each other? That's right. Meowing is something they've reserved just for humans. It's their way of talking to us in their own special language. Cats meow for all sorts of reasons, and the key to understanding them is in the tone, length, and context of the meow. A short, quick meow is often a friendly "hello" or a way of getting your attention. Meanwhile, a longer, drawn-out meow? That's your cat saying, "Feed me already." But if your cat's meow turns into a low, growly yowl, they could be feeling stressed or uncomfortable. And at night, yowling can even be a sign of loneliness or confusion, especially in older cats. Cats also meow when they're hunting or pretending to. If they're chattering at a bird or toy, it's their way of expressing excitement or frustration during the hunt. One thing's for sure, if your cat meows at you, they're expecting a response. Talking back, even if they don't understand the words, can help strengthen your bond. When a cat rolls onto their back and exposes their belly, it's one of the cutest and most puzzling behaviors they do. Is it a sign of trust? Or are they inviting you to pet them? The answer depends on the cat. First, let's talk about trust. For most cats, showing their belly is a huge compliment. It's their way of saying, "I feel safe around you." After all, the belly is one of the most vulnerable parts of their body. But here's the catch. Just because they're showing their belly doesn't always mean they want it touched. For many cats, belly rubs can trigger a defensive reaction. If you try to pet them and get swatted, don't take it personally. This reaction comes from their natural instincts. In the wild, a cat would protect its belly at all costs because it's where vital organs are located. Even domestic cats can't shake that instinct. Now, if your cat is showing their belly while wriggling around or swiping at you, they might be inviting you to play instead. Look for playful signs like wide eyes, twitching tails, or little air kicks. If you've ever seen your cat chirping or chattering while staring intently at birds, bugs, or squirrels, you've witnessed one of their most fascinating behaviors. But what does it mean? Chattering is thought to be tied to a cat's hunting instincts. When they see prey, they can't reach like birds outside the window. Their excitement and frustration bubble over into this unique sound. It's also believed that cats chatter to mimic the sounds of their prey. By imitating birds or small animals, they may be trying to confuse or lure them closer. Of course, your indoor cat isn't going to catch that bird through the window, but the chattering shows that their hunting instincts are still alive and well. Cats are natural hiders, and while it's adorable to see them tucked away in tiny spaces, it's also one of their most telling behaviors. So, what does it mean when your cat cat goes into hiding. Hiding can mean different things depending on the situation. For many cats, it's a way to feel safe and secure, especially when they're stressed or uncertain about their environment. If you've recently moved, had visitors over, or brought home a new pet, your cat might retreat to their favorite hiding spot until they feel comfortable again. It's their way of processing change at their own pace, but hiding isn't always about stress. Sometimes your cat just needs a quiet place to nap or observe their surroundings from a safe distance. Think of it as their version of a do not disturb sign. However, prolonged or excessive hiding could be a sign that something's wrong, like illness or fear. If your cat is avoiding food, not using the litter box, or seems unwell, it's time to consult your vet to help your cat feel secure. Create designated hiding spots around your home, like a cozy box or a quiet corner. Giving them a safe space shows that you respect their need for privacy. So, whether they're seeking comfort, quiet time, or security, hiding is just another way cats take care of themselves. And as long as they're happy and healthy, there's no need to worry. Which of these behaviors does your cat do the most? Or is there something your cat does that you've always wondered about? Let me know in the comments.